And you can see that the first page, usually the sections are lined out where everything's in order for the steps that you're going to take, that you're going to go through to get everything done in the section. This one starts out with the petty cash report. And if you look, on your worksheet, it's down here at the bottom. So the way this is it's kind of set up odd that it's got this first and this down at the bottom. But what we're going to do is start here. We're going to start with the middle, go down to the bottom, and then go back up to the top. So we've got our petty cash report here, which just is a summary of our receipts, the money that was used for petty cash, how much has to be, how much is in petty cash, and what needs to be received. So, go back to the instructions. Step 1, rule page 5 on the cash payments journal using the 27th. So that's here. So we'll put a check mark here. Let's see, I'm trying to see if there's even an example of this in here. Oh. Yeah, it's on page 250 of the book. So in this line at the top, we're just going to write carried forward, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the bottom. This is the bottom of page 5. This is going to be the bottom of page 5, and we're going to take it. We're going to carry the balances forward to the top of page 6. So carried forward, 27th. You put a check mark here when it says in the posting reference spot. And they're just going to draw a double line under that to show there's no more entries on that page for those. So now what we're going to do down here for the next one in the cash payments journal, this is going to be page 6. And then we're going to write down here brought forward. Check mark there. Then we're just going to copy down our totals from the top, from the columns from the bottom of page 5 to the top of page 6.
What is that top one called? Carried forward?
Yeah, carried forward.
So it's like, if we do go, will we do that all day? You guys do.
Goodness. Okay, so that's all we're going to do with this so far. So then go back to the instructions. Okay, so that was step 2, begin page 6. So we did that. Step 3, Kevin's the custodian of $200 petty cash account. On the 31st, he had these receipts for supplies, miscellaneous, and the cash count shows $40.59 in the petty cash box.
So we just take the top ones from carried forward to brought down.
So here's going to be our petty cash report. So March 31st. Person's name goes on here, Kevin Tomlinson. Okay, and it shows that the petty cash account, when it's full, is supposed to have $200. So that's going to go here in the reconciliation box, $200, because that's what we have to balance out the petty cash for. Okay, now over here is where we're going to list receipts for petty cash. So in here it says he had the receipts for the following payments: supplies, office, and that was $45.23. And supplies for the store, $66.18. We've got a miscellaneous for $49.25. Okay, so we've got those written down. And now the next line says the cash count shows $40.59 in the petty cash box. So if we look down here, actual amount on hand. So it says right here, the cash count in the petty cash box shows $40.59. So actual amount on hand, $40.59. Okay, so now we'll go back up a little bit. Less.
What does that say right there?
There. Miscellaneous.
I thought it said music.
Okay. So total payments. So we're just going to add these numbers up, and that's going to go right here in the total payments box. There's a glare. It's $166.66. Then you see the arrow, so we're just going to move that same total over here to the other end here. Okay, now the next blank space is a recorded amount on hand. So remember, these are numbers off the receipts. So it's basically recorded amounts. So we'll just subtract the 160.66 from 200. So it's $39.34. So if we went strictly numbers, just off the receipts, the box started with $200, had $160 worth of receipts. There should only be $39.34 in the petty cash box. But when it was actually counted by hand, there was $40.59. So it's over. So there's more money in there than what there should be. So and that's where we're going to get down to this bottom box. So the 40.59 minus 39.34 is $1.25. We'll put $1.25 there, and it should have the parentheses around it to indicate that it was an overage and not an under. So we got the $1.25. And now it's just, same thing with the arrow. We're just going to bring that over here under the 160. Now since it was over, we don't need to replenish the full 160.66 because it was already over $1.25. So we'll just subtract that from the 160.66. So that's how much it was over. So to get the petty cash up, back up to 200, we only need $159.41. That's all we need to replenish petty cash. Okay, so we've got that done. Now we need to go back up to our cash payments journal. And you can see here on page 252, just across from the section review, it shows the receipts written down in the cash payments journal. Doesn't have everything on here, so I'll go ahead and do this. So we've got our supplies office. And these are on the 31st. So that's $45.23. That goes in debit. Then our supplies store. $66.18. Then we've got our miscellaneous for $49.25. And then we're going to have to add, because we still have our $1.25 that we need to account for. So we'll add the next line, cash short over. So now remember, all your receipts, they were all money that was paid out of the cash, but our overage of $1.25. So the other receipts went into the debit. Our $1.25 is going to go in the credit, because petty cash is getting a credit of $1.25. And instead of listing all separately over here in the cash credit column, what we're going to do is just add up all three of our receipts, add those up, then subtract the $1.25, and that's going to be the amount that goes in the cash credit, which is going to be the $159.41. So you got the 45.23 plus 6618, 2925. Remember, so we got our 160, 66 minus our $1.25, 159.41 right here. Try to move this up a little
So
bit.
you added all of those besides the one that says brought forward,
Yeah, right. I just added the three.
and you subtracted 125.
Right, I just added the three petty cash receipts. Just subtracted the $1.25 to give it the credit for a total amount that's going to be credited back to petty cash. And then our last step, going to draw our line here. Then we're going to total up all of our columns. So since I've already got the 159.41 in here, I'm going to go ahead and add this last one. So the 159 plus the 34,260.
Is there a decimal somewhere in there? After the 9?
Yeah. So this one, bring this one down. 251.34. $16,483.50. 81 cents there, $4.59. I'm gonna add up this last column. So I already know those came to 160.66. So we got 18,000, 647.51. Okay. Yeah, I know it's hard to see. So this one's 18,647.51 cents, $459.81, 16,483.50 cents, $251.34, 419.86 cents. Right? Double check. Yeah. Okay. So now, just gets us down to the bottom part. We're just going to prove the columns. So we've done these before. Just fill in the totals down here. So in our general debit column total, so we've got general debit column 18. Then our credit side, 459.81. Oh, don't even need that one. General credit, here we go. 459.81. Accounts payable debit. So up here, accounts payable debit, 16,483. That just tells me you're doing something else other than following along or paying attention. Purchases discount credit. Here's a column for purchases discount credit, 251.34. And our cash credit, 34,419.86. And then both of these should add up to equal these three. Okay. So everything's equal. Everything right. So there's what you should have for this, the bottom part. So between this one and the other video, that should get you through the 9.3 on your own. Zoom this out. Zoomed out as far as it'll go.
So we have to do the backside?